Hello. Today I'm going to show you an awesome unboxing video by me for you. Today, let me introduce you the Tacklife RTD35ACL. It is an advanced multi-function rotary toolkit with 80 accessories and 4 attachment variable speed for around the house and crafting projects. DIYer that is for you. Versatile accessories. It comes with 80 accessories and 4 attachments. Flex shaft is for versatility of your project compatibilities. Cutting guide and multi-purpose cutting bit is for hollowing any shape on wood. Auxiliary handle provides stability to tackle precious projects. Transparent guide is protective for cutting and grinding. It has an adjustable rotation speed and onboard spin lock. Speed from 10,000 rounds per minute to 32,000 RPMs. This is fast. That lets you set and adjust speed flexibility according to the wall contents and the type of materials being used. Spindle lock makes for quick and easy bit changes. It has a handy and a comfortable grip. Rubber overmolded grips provide superior comfort and control to help you maintain a better control. Held like a pen for precision work. Held like a hammer for rough work. Makes you more better and less fatigued. Wide applications. You can cut, sand, grind, carve, polish, engrave, sharpen, drill or smooth work pieces for any home improvement or crafting job you can dream up. Not only ideal for building some holiday decorations, but also nice for gifts. In the box is the rotary tool, the night box, accessory case, 80 accessories for attachment, cutting guide, auxiliary handle, flexible drive, transparent guide, and a user manual. And this is all what you need. The tool is built. In the front side there is a rotor. Then comes a copper course and a stator. This is the brushed engine. Then you have a ball bearing, carbon brush, 2 of them. You can replace them. The carbon brush you can replace. This is for a long time working thing. You have a speed controller and a switch to make it on and off, and a capacitance function. The Tacklife RTD35ACL Advanced Multifunctional Rotary Toolkit. You have a carbon brush. Play the role of electric condition by friction with engine to produce spark, which prolong the service of life of the engine. According to normal working principle, the carbon brush will wear out and the motor would stop working after run out of carbon, so it should be replaced regularly. But this is only, I think, only 3 or until 5 years you have to replace the carbon brush. You have the speed controller, adjust 6 dials of variable speed freely, meeting your different needs for smart adjustment, output power when operating. You have a copper course. It is in good conductivity, could reduce resistance and maintain a good working temperature to extend the engine life. You have a good straighter, high quality thickness silicon steel sheet for impact resistant, stable and quiet operation. You have a capacitance, protection the engine during startup and overload. You have a rotor. After dynamic balance test, the stability of high speed operation is improved. You have a ball bearing. High performance bearing provide high speed operation, stability and service of life. And you have a good power performance. Pure copper engine for good performance in demanding average home project. Fantastic for DIYs and crafter. Great compatibility. It comes with a black solid case with a variety of accessories. It accepts Dremel bits and accessories as well. Variable speed adjustment. It has 6 levels of rounds per minute starting from 10,000 up to 32,000. And your optimal cutting, grinding and carving speed. You can choose. Whatever you are tinkering at home or enjoying this own personal creativity, that is a valuable lever in your toolbox. It is for cutting, for carving, engraving, grinding, sharpening, cleaning and polishing. Warm tips for usage. Spindle lock. Please do not use the spindle lock after switched on and driving in high-speed rotation, because the function struts inside the spindle would break or break. The jack might fly if situation is serious. If used, it might lead to injury and problems in later operation, like unable to hold down the spindle lock and screw tightly. So do this in shut-off situation. Then you can replace the parts easily. Please use the spanner to tighten when using it. Do not tighten the chuck through strong to lock the spindle. You have a flex shaft. You must keep the rotation speed reaching and around 2.3 watt, corresponding to dial 4, when using to avoid possible problems of great shock and ham phenomenon if driving in lower RPM. Please keep the shaft not be knotted or in large angle blending, or it will be increased vibration on handle and the shaft cannot be used anymore. So, how to installation the flex shaft? Remove the shaft collar, loosen the collar nut, raise the handle end of the flex shaft and shake gently until the inner flexible shaft projects from the fittings collar. Insert the inner flexible shaft into the collar, then tighten the collar nut. Screw the flexible shaft fitting collar into the rotary tool. Insert the hex key into the hole on the handle. Loosen the collar nut arm. Then insert the shank to accessory into collar. Tighten collar nut by included all branch and check all fittings to ensure that they're securely fastened. Then you can start walking as well. The item weighed for approximately 3.5 pounds. The package dimensions are 11.5 to 9.5 to 3.3 inches. The size is corded rotary tool. The color is black and orange. The style is RTD35ACL. The material is a multi-material. The pattern is RTD35ACL Professional. The shape is a streamline shape. The power source is AC. Voltage is 120 volts. Wattage is 12,000 volts. The item is in one box. You can go to your work area easily with one box, and you can use it easy as well. I like it really much. It is easy to use, easy for different things, and in the box you have the rotary tool, the kit box, a sorry case, one piece of cutting guide, one piece of auxiliary handle, a flexible driver, 2 pieces collet, 1 piece of sanding shank, 5 pieces sanding band, 1 piece of spanner, Copatura protective transparent you do, 1 piece of wet stone, 4 pieces of false wheel, 25 pieces of sanding paper, 25 pieces of cut of the wheel, 2 pieces of multipurpose cutting bits, 2 pieces of mandrel, 2 pieces of diamond bits, 2 pieces of drill bits, a stainless steel brush, 8 pieces of grinding wheel with the shank of 3.2 millimeters. This is all what you need for a good walk at the DIY garage. Yeah, and I like it. I dreamed before of such a multi-tool to use it in my DIY life. Oh yeah, the Tacklife RTD35ACL Advanced Multifunction Rotary Tool Kit with 80 accessories and 4 attachment driver speed for around the house and crafting projects. I like it really much. Yeah! Let's head up to the function description. You have an on and an off switch. That product has an easy access power switch located at the bottom of the tool. To turn the tool on, push the on-off button in position on. To turn it off, you only want to do is switch to position off, and the device is off immediately. So now we have to replace the collets. Using collets is the most precise way to hold an accessory in a high-speed rotating. Even at high speed and maximum pressure, collets stay tight. Unplug the rotary tool. Press and hold the shaft lock button and rotate the shaft with a provided collet branch. Under the shaft, lock and engage the shaft, preventing further rotations. With the shaft lock engaged, use the collet wrench to loosen the collet nut, if necessary. Remove the collet nut and old collet, using collet branch if necessary. Insert the unslotted end of the new collet and a hole in the end of the tool shaft. Tighten the collet nut with a collet branch. So let's install accessories. Do not press the shaft lock button while rotary tools is running. This is important. Unplug the rotary tool. Press and hold the shaft lock button and rotate the shaft by hand under the shaft lock and engage the shaft, preventing further rotations. Which the shaft locks button engaged, use the collet branch to loosen the collet nut if necessary. Yeah, into the shaft, the shank of the accessory into the collet as deep as possible. With the shaft lock engaged, tighten the collet nut with a provided branch. Under the accessory shank is gripped by the collet. Avoid access, tighten off the collet nut. To remove it, unplug the rotary tool with the shaft lock engaged. Loosen the collet nut with the provided branch and remove the accessory. You can see your mandrels. How to use it. The most common types of mandrel to use with the tool are the standard mandrel, which is used with cut-off discs, grinding wheels, emery wheels, and cut-off wheels. The screw mandrels are used with polishing wheels and polishing drums. Drum mandrels are used with sanding drums. Unplug the rotary tool, install the mandrel. If using the standard mandrel, press and hold the shaft lock button. Insert the slot at the end of the provided wrench into the slot on the top of the mandrel and unscrew it. Remove the mandrel tool and washer. Place the side accessory over mandrel shafter and align accessory hole with the mandrel hole. Insert the mandrel screw with the washer through the accessory and mandrel shaft holes. The mandrel washer should be placed between the mandrel screw and the accessory. Tighten using the provided mesh. If using the drum mandrel, align appropriated size sanding drum. Over the mandrel and push down to completely cover the drum end of the mandrel. Insert the slot end of the provided wrench into a slot on top of the mandrel and tighten the screw on the drum mandrel headed to expand the drum and to secure the hold the sanding drum in place. And here you can see we can cut matter with this tool easily. It is nice and easy, and it is ultra function. You have a balanced accessory. For precision work, it is important that all accessories be properly balanced. The balancing accessories like loosen the collet nut and give the accessory or collet at 1/4 inches turn. Retighten the collet nut and run the rotary tool. You should be able to judge by the sound and feel if the accessory is running in balance. Continue adjusting in this fashion until the best balance is achieved. Replace accessory if they become damaged or unbalanced. You have a speed control in this box. The rotary tool has a speed range of 10,000 to 32,000 RPM. To select the right speed for each job, use a practice piece of material. Vary speed to find the best speed for the accessory you are using and the jobs to be done. Use the indicator mark above the speed control dial to set the best speed for your job. The speed control dial is numbered from 1 to 6. For example, a speed setting of 1 is approximately 10,000 rounds per minute, and a speed setting of 6 is approximately 32,000 RPM. Reference the speed, the dial setting table to set the right speed level. For instance, polished debon is with a grinding wheel, diamond grinding needle, and standing band possible. Soft wood has 15,000 until 32,000. Sanding band have 15,000 until 32,000. And for example, a ceramic have 15,000 to 32,000. No glass you have to do with the grinding wheels. The diamond grinding needle should be able to cut glasses. You have drilling with a drill bit. There you can use it for plastic, hardwood and softwood. You can use the polishing things for steel, aluminium, shellstone, ceramic and glass. Sanding paper is for softwood, hardwood, plastic in the dimension of 12,000 to 20,000 rounds per minute. You can engraving with engraving cutters in wood and plastic. You can use the cleaning thing with a stainless brush from wood to plastic to steel and a little bit of aluminium. Aluminium only in 10,000 to 15,000 rounds per minute. You can use this grinder for cutting. You can use a cut-off wheel for plastic, steel, aluminium, and of course shellstone. You can use a spiral cutting bit, cuts through original pines for best reduced at 30,000 rounds per minute. And here, this is all as you can cut, or you can use this tool for softwood, hardwood, plastic, steel, aluminium, shellstone, ceramic, and glass. You can see you can use it multifunction with this multifunction tool. Oh yeah. Plastic and materials that could melt at low temperature should be cut at low speed. Soft wood should be cut at high speed. Aluminium, tin, copper, lead, and a zinc alloy may be cut at any speed depending on the type of the cutting being done. Use paraffin or other suitable lubricant on the cutter to prevent the cut material from adhering to the cutter teeth. So it is a little bit different. You have to choose the right thing for the right job, but you can feel it after a little work time. It is easy to adjust, easy to fix, easy to replace, and fast to use. But take care of your hands. This is a dangerous operating thing because it's rotating all the time in a fast rounds per minute. And if you will cut your hand or your feet or your head or any other, it is dangerous. Take care of yourself and then use this multi-tool for your DIY job and for all of you. The best way to determine the correct speed for work of any material is to practice for a few minutes on a piece of scrap. Even after after referring to the speed dial setting table. You can quickly learn that a slower or faster speed is more effective. Just be observing what happens when you make a pass or two at different speeds. When working with a scrap piece of plastic, start at a slow rate of speed and increase the speed until you observe whether the plastic is melting at the point of contact. Reduce the speed slightly to get optimum working speed without melting the workpiece. And here you can see the additional thing. It will gain up the range of your working area. That it is. Additional flexible driver. This is awesome. I like it. Safety is the first thing what you have to look. Do not operate the flexible shaft with a sharp or multiple bands. Ensure that there are no sharp residual bands on kings in the flexible driver before the operation starts. Overbanding the shaft can generate excessive heat and jagged or hand pieces and may cause the flexible driver to disengage from the tool. The minimal recommended band radius is about 6 degrees. Always hold the handpiece firmly in your hand during the startup. The reaction torque of the engine as it accelerates to full speed can cause the shaft to twist. Not for use with rotary bits or other large diameters 1 inches or larger bits. Larger diameters can cause kickbacks and lose of the control when you use a flexible driver. Do not remove and re-roll while tool is running. The cable will become loosened from the jacket and will uncontrollably wipe or leave you around. Remove the shaft collar, loosen the collet nut, then raise the handle end of the flexible shaft and shake gently and the usual flexible shaft products from the fitting material. Yeah. Insert the inner flexible shaft into the collet, then tighten the collet. Screw the flexible shaft fitly collar into the rotary tool. Insert the hex key into the hole on the handle. Loosen it in a different operation. Tighten the collet nut and check fittings to ensure security testing. And then you can use it as seen here before. Direction for use is with small milling cutters, grinding pins, use at high speed. With large milling cutters, grinding pins, use at low speed. Precision works engraving holds the drive unit like a pan. Rough work holds the driver like a hammer. Exert only moderate pressure on the workpiece and allow it to process at a uniform speed. You will not finish your work sooner by extreme heavy pressure. On the contrary, heavy pressure will cause the driver and unit to slow down or stop and will overheat the engine. For your own safety, use a vise of screw clamp to secure small workpieces. Oh, and this will help you a lot. It is a grip. This grip you can install. This grip looks cool, and this make a good feeling if you are working with this multi-tool. Yeah, it is easy peasy to use, and it is a big good help in your DIY garage to use so many different things and will get your projects done easily and faster than before. I like the advanced rotary tool, really like it is the RTD35ACL, and wow, this is not so expensive, but it has a good quality and you can use it all day long because there's everywhere, every day, every time what to do in your DIY area at home, isn't it? I will use it proper, easy, and in a good thing. And I like the grip really much. And the extension thing. The extension thing is an awesome thing to work with this device. So that it is, how to use it. I hope you understand. I was talking so much about this device. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe me and give me a positive feedback. And I hope to see you again on my channel soon. Soon. Really awesome. So ist langsam. Yeah. Ich kann das sogar als Staubsauger benutzen. Super geil.